last-ditch effort to avert imminent defeat in the February 14th presidential election, the PDP presidential campaign has resorted to a campaign of blackmail through a documentary of falsehood to mislead undiscerning Nigerians by discrediting the APC presidential candidate, General Muhammadu Buhari, who is globally acknowledged as a towering moral authority and a man of integrity. In the light of the above, we wish to set the record straight by presenting the following. The lie. General Buhari introduced religious fundamentalism to Nigeria when the Metasine sect unleashed violence on Yola during his regime. The truth. General Buhari actually promptly stamped out the Metasine sect when, as head of state, he used the armed forces to checkmate the Metasine sect and stopped its activities, unlike the Jonathan government that allowed Boko Haram crisis to fester and spread to the entire northeast and its environs. The lie. General Buhari was mentioned as beneficiary of a missing 2.8 billion naira oil money when he was Minister of Petroleum Resources. The truth. The alleged missing 2.8 billion naira oil money was investigated by the Justice Ayo Irikefe panel in 1980, and no one made any allegation against General Buhari. In any case, the panel concluded that no such money was lost. General Buhari remains one Nigerian that was state governor, petroleum minister, and head of state without any stain of corruption. The lie. General Buhari, during his former regime, protected Governor Awal Ibrahim of Niger State from being persecuted when he was arrested with 14 million pounds and several millions of naira in a suitcase at Heathrow Airport, London, United Kingdom. The truth. Nothing like that ever happened. It was only in the corrupt imagination of the Jonathan campaigners that it is possible to carry a whopping 14 million pounds and several millions of naira in a suitcase. The lie. General Buhari imprisoned only Southerners and Christians, while Northerners and Muslim politicians were left untouched. The truth. General Buhari never convicted politicians. Duly constituted tribunals did, and they included Northerners, Southerners, Muslims, and Christians that were brought before the tribunals. They included the late Alhaji Abubakar Rimi, Alhaji Sabo Bakinzuo, Alhaji Bello Meitama Yusuf, late Alhaji Adamu Atta, among others. All Northerners, all Muslims. Among those detained were Northern Muslims like Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau, Dr. Olushola Saraki, Dr. Jubrin Tahir, Alhaji Bamanga Tukur. They also included governors of his home state of Old Kaduna, Alhaji Abubakar Rimi and Alhaji Lawal Keita. The lie. Gloria Okun, the celebrated drug carrier, disappeared in detention under General Buhari. The truth. Gloria Okun was duly arrested for drug pushing under General Buhari. Her disappearance or death became an issue in the regime after General Buhari's ouster. The lie. The Kalakuta Republic of musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti was burnt and his mother, Madam Fumilayo Kuti, killed by the General Muhammadu Buhari government. The truth. Kalakuta Republic was burnt in 1978, 6 years before General Buhari came into power on December 31st, 1983. Neither General Buhari nor his administration had anything to do with the burning of Kalakuta Republic and the death of Fela's mother. The lie. Chief Sam Mbakwe, a former governor of Imo State, died prematurely shortly after release from prison under General Muhammadu Buhari. The truth. Chief Mbakwe died at the age of 75 in 2004, 19 years after General Buhari's administration. Age 75 is not premature, and 19 years is not a short time after. The lie. Chief Bisi Onabanjo, a former governor of Ogun State, died shortly after release from prison under General Muhammadu Buhari. The truth. Chief Onabanjo died on April 14, 1990, 5 years after his release due to an illness. 5 years is not shortly after release. The lie. There was massive corruption in the Petroleum Trust Fund, PTF, under General Muhammadu Buhari. The truth. Former President Obasanjo, who set up a panel to investigate the PTF in 1999 and against whom General Buhari contested in 2003, has pronounced that the probe panel did not find any case of corruption in PTF under General Buhari. See The Punch and The Sun newspapers, January 14, 2015. The lie. General Buhari seized the passport of Chief MKO Abiola, winner of June 12, 1993 presidential election. The truth. The government of General Buhari never seized the passport of Chief MKO Abiola. Abiola's passport was seized after the June 12, 1993 election, 8 years after General Buhari had left office. The lie. General Buhari sentenced the first woman to firing squad in Nigeria. The truth. General Buhari never convicted anyone. Anti-corruption cases were handled by tribunals that were headed by High Court judges. The lie. The fraud of Group Captain Usman Jibril's picture. The truth. The picture of Group Captain Usman Jibril in the documentary is a fraud. The picture is that of the current Chief of Naval Staff, and not that of the late Group Captain Usman Jibril. Another evidence of the despicable antics of a party that engages in death wish for Nigerians. The lie. General Buhari waged war against students' unionism as depicted with the footage of Segun Okeowo as leader of the National Union of Nigerian Students (NUNS) in the documentary. The truth. Segun Okeowo was president of the National Union of Nigerian Students in 1978. The footage in the documentary is that of Ali Must Go riots when Nigerian students demanded the removal of Colonel Ahmadu Ali, now the DG of the Goodluck Jonathan Presidential Campaign Council, as Minister of Education for the withdrawal of food subsidy in tertiary institutions. The lie. Former governor of Sokoto State, Alhaji Shehu Kangiwa, was one of those killed by General Muhammadu Buhari. The truth. Former governor of Sokoto State, Shehu Kangiwa, died in an accident at a polo game in 1982, almost 2 years before General Buhari became head of state. It is pertinent to note that, very typical of the Jonathan administration, the sponsored documentary is intended to cause disaffection among Nigerians along religious, ethnic, and regional lines. It is a deliberate attempt to mislead the younger generation by rewriting our nation's history for the selfish reasons of re-electing President Jonathan. Nigerians, do not be deceived. The election is about insecurity, unemployment, collapsing infrastructure, and the fast collapsing economy, amongst others. Signed, Media and Publicity Committee, APC Presidential Campaign Council, Abuja.